Hi and welcome to another video. In today's video we're going to be talking about AEJuice. Now this powerful and intuitive plugin is designed for animators, filmmakers and designers who want to create captivating animations with ease. It provides a range of advanced tools and features to help you bring your creative vision to life. Whether you're working on a simple explainer video or a complex animation, AEJuice has it. AEJuice is the ultimate tool for adding dynamic animations and effects to your Adobe After Effects projects. With just a few clicks, you can easily add captivating motion graphics and more to your animations without the need for complex expressions or really any keyframe editing at all. So with loads of presets and customization options, AEJuice gives you complete control over the look and feel of your animations. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, this plugin is a perfect addition to your animation toolkit, and with regular updates you can always stay ahead of the latest trends in motion graphics. The plugin is designed to be very easy to use and you can use it right away without any prior animation experience. With its intuitive interface and helpful tutorials, you'll be able to create animations that engage your audience and bring your ideas to life. Alright, cool. So now we've opened up After Effects and let me show you some real world examples of how to use the AEJuice bundle. So now I've installed it, and if you don't see it here, you're looking for the AEJuice Pack Manager 4. So if you don't see it, you can just go to Windows Extensions and you can find your AEJuice Pack Manager 4. Then once you have that, then you have the option to download all of these packs once you have purchased the I Want It All bundle. And there are so many packs to choose from. There is, things like titles, glitches, liquid elements, wedding stuff. You've got text presets, shape elements, things for Instagram, stories, slides, etc. Now, the first thing I want to show you is the free starter kit. So if you are still on the fence on purchasing the bundle, you can actually have a look at some of the elements inside the starter kit and you can pretty much go from there. So now once we've clicked into the starter kit, you can see all the things that they have here. So there's, circle transition templates if you want. There's, like fireworks and things like that. There's different shape elements, so flat icons as well. But what I'm really keen on is this kind of gradient kind of background, and they give you some of them for free. There's also these kinetic typography projects, and I'll show you how easy it is to get started on one of those. And again, you got to remember that this is the free section of the AEJuice plugin. So I've created a new composition, 1920 by 1080 pixels. All I'm going to do is select this and I'm going to double click it, and now it fills up my composition. So now once we've added it to our timeline, what we can do is we can click on that layer over there and then we can just go to edit. And if you want to change the color or change the text or change the font, you can do all that stuff here. So let's say I wanted to change the font to something else. Now it kind of stuffs up the alignment. So what I can do is I can either increase the font size until I'm happy with it. And I think that's pretty cool like that. And I'm just going to actually make that a little bit smaller so there's a bit of a space there. And now, so I've basically customized that little template there. If you want to change the color, you can just go in here and change the color to whatever you like, and you can add the texture on and off, and there's so many different things that you can actually customize. And then when you're happy with that, you can just press OK, and you can either render that or you can start adding other things to it. So that's one example that we had a look in there in the starter pack. Now another cool thing with this starter pack is the titles. So for example, if I wanted to add a title like this, it's already got them there for free that you can use. And if you want to use any elements as well. So now I want to show you some of the paid plugins in the I Want It All bundle. Now the first thing that we need as a filmmaker is transitions, and honestly AEJuice, the I Want It All bundle, has some really great transitions that are ready to go straight off the bat. So I'll show you how easy this is to actually complete. Cool. So now I've got some videos on here. Now this is some drone shots that I had on my hard drive, and I'm just gonna maybe stop it at probably around about 4 seconds. So I'll just make it stop around there. So now I've got one shot goes to about there, and then the next shot goes to there. So now how easy this is, all I have to do is just make sure I'm at the split of that transition, and then I'm going to go back to my AEJuice pack manager, and then I can find any of the transitions that I would like to use. So for example, I'm looking at this displacement kind of pack over here. So all I have to do is just double click this, and once you double click it, you can see that what's actually happening. So now I've got a new layer with the cut in there, and if I kind of play that back, so that's clip A, and then it goes into clip B, and that's looking pretty cool. And I really didn't have to do anything to change any of that. Like, these transitions are honestly, they work straight out of the box. You don't even have to edit anything. Now, the other thing that's really good with these transitions is that it comes with its own audio. So it already gives that, sense of, the transition actually happening. If you don't want the audio, you can always take it off if you want, or you can replace it with something else. So that's one transition. Now, for drone shots like this, I tend to like to add, some fades, or maybe some light flares or anything like that. And what's really cool is AEJuice has a section dedicated to fades. So here is another example. So this is a transition that goes from one clip to the other clip, and it's got a bit of a fade happening there, and it's kind of like a strobe light setting, and I think that looks great. And again, I really didn't have to do anything. So I'll show you another one as well. Another one that I use for these drone clips a lot are these lens flares. And you can never get enough lens flares, I think personally. And you know what? AEJuice has a great selection of them. So again, to add that transition, move in between the clips, find the transition that you want, and then double click. And now within a matter of seconds, you have a nice lens flare that transitions between those two clips. Now, if you want to change anything about that transition, for example, you can go into edit, and there are a few options that you can change in here. For example, if you want to add some chromatic aberration as well, so now that changes that up as well. You can add some noise if you want, or some extra glow, etc. But to me personally, I think that looks pretty cool, and especially with that a little bit of aberration, I think it looks really nice. So now let me show you some other packs. Another pack I'm super interested in is this radical retro kind of pack. And basically there's heaps of cool stuff in here. You have some analog noise grains, you've got some rolling shutters as well, you've got atmospheric colors, atmospheric smoke if you want as well. So I'll give you another quick example. So here I have my drone shot again, and just by going and adding some smoke, you can see that it's added the smoke on top of that. So what I have to do is I have to change the mode to screen, and now you've got like a misty, hazy kind of drone shot, and that looks pretty cool as well. Now, if that is also too intense, you can always press T for opacity and drag it down to your liking. But that's just another example of how I would use AEJuice. Other cool things in here is like this atmosphere colors, and basically this will create like a gradient-ish kind of looking background. And I've made heaps of tutorials on stuff like this where it can take me like 5-6 minutes to create an animated gradient background, and you know what, it does it for me in a matter of seconds. So I think that's super useful. And again, other things that we can add in here, for example, if I create a new text layer, and then let's say I wrote some text in here, and I'm just going to bring the font up, and I'm just going to align it to the center of my composition. And now what I can do with this is I can now create a track mat. So to do the track mat now in the latest version of AE, all I have to do is get the pick whip, go to the text, and now that's created a track mat of the animated background behind the text. And so if I just center that in my composition, now I've got this cool animated background that's going behind my text. And that's another real world example of what I would use the AEJuice plugin for. So I'll show you a few others that I actually use a lot. So again, going into the animated backgrounds, adding a gradient by double clicking. So again, here we have an animated gradient, and again, it just took me a few seconds to import. And what's cool about AEJuice is that you can now combine elements from different packs to get unique looks. So another great pack that I use a lot is the titles pack. So inside the titles pack, there are a whole range of titles and animations and lower thirds and, you know, things that have text in there. So there are literally so many things in there. And if you have a look at some of the titles, you can create like really cool professional titles in a matter of seconds. So I like this title over here. So all I'm going to do is import it onto my composition. And now I have an animated title, which took me literally seconds to put in. And so now if I want to edit that title, all I have to do is click on the title, go into edit, and then I can change anything that I like. And so now I've created my own customized title with the animation all ready to go. And if I just open up that pre-comp and I can see all of the settings in there, you can see the keyframes already in there. So it's done it all for you. So you don't even have to worry about any of that. And if you want to change any of the colors, you can do that within the edit tab as well. So for example, if I want to change the ramp to another color, let's say we pick that orange, and let's say we pick this pink as well. And so now when you have a look at that, you can see that it has those two colors in there, and you can change really anything that you want. It's that customizable. And if you want to move it around, obviously you can get it and move it to wherever you want, or you can change the positions of text and things like that also in here. And you can also change the duration of the animation as well. So another thing that I use the AEJuice plugin for is the YouTube stuff. All right, and so it's got a whole section dedicated to YouTube, and like there's heaps of things in here. There's like, you know, intros to channels and things like that. So one of them that I use actually quite a lot is this little YouTube thing here. And basically it just says, you know, please subscribe, you know, tutorials every week. But honestly, it takes seconds for me to actually create that. So here's an example of what it looks like. Now, obviously this is not for this composition because you have the black bars on the side, but this is obviously for the Instagram stuff, the vertical comps, and yeah, in a matter of seconds, you're able to create something like that. Now, if you don't like the text, like I said, you can always go back into edit and change it to whatever you like, as well as changing the colors down here. So anyways, that is a quick introduction and my honest review on AEJuice and their plugin and the I Want It All bundle. Personally, I think that this stuff, you know, if you're a designer, you know, into motion graphics and things like that, this stuff will save you time 100%. I can now create videos much faster and much more efficiently and effectively with the use of this plugin. And if you do want to purchase this plugin, there will be an affiliate link down below in the description. And basically, if you can click on that link and make your purchase through that, much appreciated. So anyways, in conclusion, I really think my honest review of the AEJuice plugin, I think it's fantastic. You can try it out with the starter kit, and like I was saying, if you like it, then you can maybe even purchase the I Want It All bundle, and you can take it from there. You can really bring your designs and animations to the next level. Anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned something, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.